Hello, my name is Wyatt, and I work with Zubaan Training. Today, I will be interviewing one of our current students, Jess, to help you hear more about how our services can help you. Jess, you want to just go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Jess. I live in London in the UK, and I got interested in Urdu from watching Bollywood films and listening to music, and thought it would be fun to give it a go and try out the language.
Yeah, that's great. And how long have you been taking classes with Zubaan?
So I've been taking classes with Zubaan for where are we now? I guess like nearly 6 months. So 1 month in person, and then when I came back to the UK, online
Okay,
lessons.
great. And what have you enjoyed the most about our services?
So I've really enjoyed having a great tutor. I think that's really important, like somebody that you get on with. For me, is a real important thing for like like an enjoyable learning environment. So the lessons have always been really fun, and I also really liked the really clear structure of the lessons. That it's really clear how you learn vocabulary and then like and then some of the structure of the sentence that would hold that vocabulary then so that you can actually make sentences and you've got a structure to be able to make a whole load of new bits of conversation which I didn't have before, and I really enjoyed being able to see my progress through
Yeah,
that as well.
yeah, that's so wonderful to watch as your progress goes. And we know there's lots of options, whether it's online platforms or even people, here in Pakistan. So why did you choose Zubaan to learn Urdu?
Well, I was coming to Pakistan. Oh, it was like my big dream to come to Pakistan. I thought if I come to the country where this language is spoken, then the chance of like really developing in the language would obviously be higher. And then I was looking for ways that I could do that and what was out there. And originally I had planned to be in Lahore the whole time. But as I was looking around, actually, there's not in within Pakistan, there aren't that many schools offering for foreign learners. And Zuban had a really like solid offer. And also like when I got in touch with the school, there was really, really helpful communication about, what was on offer, like what the possibilities were for learning, how many lessons I could have, as well as I was like, right, I'll come and I'll do 5 days a week and I'll just be there all day. And the really helpful advice that like if you do more than 3 hours lessons, you won't gain more than if you did 5 hours. So like it was really honest communication about recommendations about what would really help my learning. So yeah, so I chose partly because when you're going somewhere and you don't know the country, um, you want to know that you're turning up. It was like my primary aim was learning for coming to Pakistan. So I wanted to know I was like going somewhere where I would actually get a really good learning offer, and Zuban really communicated that really, really well, which was great.
Yeah, we're so happy to hear that. And you were here for a month and now you're back in the UK. And so how has learning Urdu helped you in your everyday life?
I guess I've been learning for like just out of the joy uh, of learning. That's kind of how it started. But since learning, I've met various people who are Urdu speakers, and particularly from my time in Lahore, being making friends with a family there that I was staying with, where at least one family member doesn't speak English. So
Yeah.
in my everyday life, I'm using it for kind of, I mean, I'm at quite a basic level, but being able to communicate with people that I became friends with is like a really important connection for me. So even being able to send little voice notes saying, how are you, asking about what they're up to and those sorts of things. So I'm using it in that way. And then trying to keep up and developing in the language by going and seeing films and seeing what I can understand at
Yeah.
the cinema. Thankfully, there's subtitles as well, but for me, it's very much about just enjoying the language and the relationships that I've built with people and being able to communicate with friends.
Yeah, that's so great. Yeah. And my last question for you, Jess, is would you recommend Zubaan to others and why?
I would absolutely recommend it. I've already spread the word a little bit on some forums and with other classmates of mine. I just think one, it's a really, really great structure. You can really see how you're learning, and my understanding of the language has really, really improved since kind of having my lessons with Zubaan. The teachers are fantastic. I've had one main teacher, but the other week I had somebody else because my teacher is away. And again, just really like personable people that want you to learn and want to encourage you. The lessons are really encouraging. Like when you're doing well, shabash, shabash, well done, that's really good. Like, and I like that really helps me to feel like I'm doing well. I can keep learning. Um, I think it's really good value for money. I think like the courses are really well priced and to be accessible for people, and the communication around just the logistics of having your class online or in person. Like the communication from the school is really, really good. So you know what's happening and when and who you need to contact. So all those things are really helpful. But I just think the quality of teaching is really high, and the Kadam course is really, really good, and the resources are excellent for helping you to learn.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it sounds like we've helped you out and so many other students, and so we're grateful, Jess, for just your thoughts and sharing your experience with us. We hope to help more wonderful students like yourself develop Urdu competency and to have success in all areas of life. So with that, thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks.